folks, and welcome to this unboxing video of a Black & Decker 28cm strimmer. It's a cordless strimmer. It comes with an 18-volt lithium battery. It says on the box that it comes with a 2-year guarantee. But you read something on Amazon that...
Yeah, well, it's encouraging, isn't it? It comes with a 2-year guarantee, but I have read about an Amazon purchaser that tried to claim it after just within 2 years, and Black & Decker asked for some sort of proof of purchase and some other things that Amazon wouldn't provide the buyer, so...
Oh, that's a bit
sort
bad,
of negated the 2-year guarantee.
Oh. So the reason why we've bought this strimmer is to do around the edges of the garden, because the robotic mower doesn't do the edges. You can't get right up to the edge. The reason being that it has a boundary wire.
Yes.
So you've always got this little bit at the edge of the lawn that you can't, that isn't covered by the
small
robotic
price to pay, really, for having the whole.
Yeah, I mean, it does take the bulk of the work out.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So this has got a 28cm, what would you call that, area, cut area.
It's probably referring to the diameter of the line as it goes around.
I'm not sure what that second picture is, Paul, of the arrow coming up.
Neither am I.
But all will be revealed when we open the box and we have a look at the instructions. So we've got our strimmer, we've got the instructions, we've got a charging adapter, a battery. What's this, Paul?
Guard.
It's a guard. So the first thing we're going to do is plug the battery into the charger. It's got a green flashing LED.
Which means it's charging.
So presumably that goes steady green once it's charged.
Yeah.
So can I have a look at the instructions now? Fitting the guard. Remove the screw from the guard. So Paul's removing the screw from the guard. Turn the trimmer upside down so that you are looking down at the spool cap. Turn the guard upside down and slide it fully onto the motor housing. Make sure the tabs on the guard engage the ribs on the motor housing as shown. Continue to slide the guard on until you hear it snap into place. The locking tab should snap into the housing slot.
So what's supposed to happen is you push this in, and that spring look there is supposed to locate in this oblong hole.
Right.
So right. And it should come a little bit further forward.
I see.
But it's not done that yet. That's got it.
Using a Phillips screwdriver, insert the guard screw and tighten securely as shown in figure E to complete the guard assembly.
Yeah, now put the screw back in.
To adjust the handle up or down, press in on the button and raise or lower the handle. The handle should be adjusted so that your front arm is straight when the trimmer is in the working position. Releasing the cutting line. In transit, the cutting line is taped to the spool housing. Remove the tape holding the cutting line to the spool housing.
So I'm going to remove this tape that was put on just for transit to release the line. Okay.
To install the battery pack, insert battery into appliance until an audible click is heard. Ensure battery pack is fully seated and fully latched into position.
It's an audible
Certainly
click.
was an audible click. Switching on and off. To switch the appliance on, push the lock off button and squeeze the trigger. To switch the appliance off, release the trigger. Yeah. So you gave me a demonstration first before I tried it. But I didn't find it too difficult, really.
First time user, it's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, this is me here. It's quite straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't too heavy either, because I went for a model that said that it was lightweight.
And some of the reviews also said it commented on the lightweight as well, didn't they?
Yeah. Now, you've used a strimmer in the past.
Mains operated trimmer, Bosch, yeah.
And you found it really, really heavy, didn't you, Paul?
Well, I've got a wee problem with the shoulder, so yeah, I found it too heavy, really. The mains one. This is much lighter, much more suitable.
And it certainly did the edges no bother at all. And a bit later on, you did some trimming round some big rocks in the garden as well. So this can't damage any sort of edging.
No.
I was a bit concerned here that I might damage the robotic lawnmower or the charging mat.
Not much chance of it, really, because it's just a nylon line that's spinning round. It can cut grass, but that's about it. It'd probably sting if you touch your fingers, but it won't damage stone, wood or plastic.
What about the cord on the cable on the robotic lawnmower on the...
Right, the one that we've got around the edge, the perimeter cable.
Well, there's two cables. There's the cable...
Power cable.
There's a power cable, and then there's the cable round the perimeter.
I would think they'd be okay.
So I needn't worry.
No.
Because when I was doing round the charging mat of the lawnmower, I didn't go too sort of close because I was a bit scared I might damage something, but I haven't to worry about that.
No, I would say don't worry about it.
It certainly does round tricky spots like this, like round rocks. No trouble at all. So I was surprised that things like rocks like this don't snap the wire.
Well, it's a nylon cord. They do abrade it, and they possibly could snap it, but the automatic feed system seems to work okay so far, and let a bit more line out.
Oh, so you think it has actually let line out already?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
I can't tell. It's just that the way I heard it whacking into the bricks, and that I assumed it abraded it quite a lot or snapped some off, and it just came out. But,
right. So I suppose I'll have to use it a few times to know if it is letting the line out correctly. Because when we were reading reviews, that's one of the things that some people complained about with all of the strimmers that we looked at.
Yeah, in my experience, they do have a tendency not to work as they should, these automatic line feeds, but some give a heck of a lot of trouble. And others don't, in my experience of using strimmers in the past.
So how long do you think I'll have to use this before I can sort of say it's working fine?
A few battery recharges, I would think. It'd be interesting to see how long, how much of the garden one charge does.
Yeah, because this is just one charge, and I'm going to be taking it out into the front garden as well and doing some there. But the way it's looking, it's going to do that okay, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is just really a light duty sort of task we're using it for, though. This is what most people use trimmers for, I think.
I got a bit aggressive here. I got a bit carried away and started tearing up with the lawn right at the ground. I think the power went to my head.
That's one advantage of a battery strimmer. They tend not to be as powerful as mains strimmers, and you can't really do as much damage, I think.
It's probably just as well that I've got a battery one then.
Maybe.
And yeah, this was the last bit where you did around these rocks. So we'll take it out again and try it at the front and see what it's like getting grass under the window that's right by a wall. So here we are at the front of the house, and as you can see it's like completely overgrown because my only option has been to do this by hand with a pair of shears, and that's why I've let it get so out of hand and long, because it's back breaking. So it seemed to do pretty well, didn't it, Paul, on this grass under the window, especially considering how overgrown it is.
Fine, yeah, it coped very well. You could have gone a bit lower, but it did cope fine, yeah.
Well, I think the more I'm using this, the more I'm going to get on top of the front garden as well as the back, and not let it get so bad again. So there's all sorts of patches at the front that you can't get to with a manual lawnmower.
Down the edge of the fence and around this log edging.
Yeah, and then in between the paving, because I use just a small manual mower at the front of the house. But yeah, whether you've got a robotic mower or a manual mower, you've still got to do some trimming with at the edges, haven't you?
That's right.
So this was satisfying, blasting these weeds out of this area here. Because yeah, that's really backbreaking, getting down with a trowel trying to get weeds out of these cracks, so that was satisfying. So what I'll do is I'll use this for a couple more weeks, and then I'll do an update and let you folks know how I'm getting on with it. At the moment the battery's not run out after doing quite a lot of strimming. So, but I will give an update in a couple of weeks of how the battery's lasting. But that's it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching as always, and see you next time with an update on this strimmer.